Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League 2 Premier League here with Bar City. We do find ourselves top of the Enterprise National League. 4 played, 3 draws, 1 draw with a positive 6 goal difference. We find ourselves today up against 11th place Dagenham and Redbridge, who did get promoted from the National League South with us. They've had an up and down start to the season, a 3-1 loss to Yeovil, a draw with Gateshead, and then 2 wins, including a win against Solihull Moors, who were top of the table last episode, now find themselves down in 3rd. We do look to rest a couple of players. I'm hoping Dagenham's team is slightly weaker compared to the rest of the teams in this league, considering they got promoted with us last time. We will stick with the majority of the same teams, mainly the defence have been rested. You'll see no Batten and no Avan Jones, replaced by Rains and Tomlinson, who I believe will be more than capable of doing this. I'm also going to actually give Dolling a game over Afoki because I feel he deserved it. He was good in pre-season, scored 2 goals in his debut. Now the last game we played was only about 3 days ago. I'm worried a lot of these players are going to get tired quite easily, including Alves there. So I'm going to give Seeger a start, play him on the left and put Peak on the right. And here we go into that team. Rains and Tomlinson lacking that sharpness. Will we get caught up down our right-hand side there? Rains' first game of this season. Avan Jones has been, to be honest, very impressive in that right-back slot so far this season. Dagenham and Redbridge absolutely destroyed everyone in the National League South last season, winning the league by 15 plus points, I believe it was. So they may still be better than us. No Andy Carroll seen in their lineup today. I wonder if he even is still registered on their books. And that looks like a free kick awarded to us on the edge of their area. Ryan Seeger will step up for this. Here goes for a curler. Good save, good shot. And not a bad start to see the first highlight fall our way. Although looking at the stats, we look like we might be getting a bit dominated out of the game. Dagenham and Redbridge playing what's a very frustrating formation to come up against, where you look at basically a back 7 and then an attacking 3 who are always far up the pitch, meaning you're overloaded in both areas, but where you should dominate is in the middle of the park. So we're hoping Tilson, Russ and Beardmore can get on the ball quite a lot and make things happen for us, which Beardmore has done game after game so far this season, although he is missing his usual partner in crime, as Afoki has been rested for this game. And that's a ball out wide towards Seeger now. Here, play that back to George Howe. He looks forward. Good ball into Mitchie Beardmore, through to Dolan now. Dolan's got to find that ball to Seeger. Seeger not a good enough finish, if I'm honest, but decent save by the Dagenham keeper. And you can see as the game's gone on, Bath have managed to get back into the game a bit more and get a few more chances. That's a poor ball from Peak straight through once again to the Dagenham keeper, who's looking to have quite a good game so far. Assessing his options, he decides to go long, and Walker wins the head. And that's what we lose when we don't have Batten in the squad. Nobody's out there winning the headers. And to be honest, Tomlinson, he looks to have a semi-promising future. He doesn't do enough when he does get the game time. Admittedly, last season, he probably played more games as a right-back than a centre-back due to having Rains and Gibbons injured at the same time. But whenever Tomlinson has dropped into his natural centre-back position role, he's never been too spectacular. Running up to half-time now, and once again the Dagenham keeper on the ball, he clears it. Sal wins that. And now it's out to Seeger. He needs to assess his options. He's going to take on the wing-backs. Cuts inside, a good ball to Dolan. And that is a penalty. I was about to say that must be a penalty. It stood over this penalty. Is the left-back Georgiou. And he slots that easily past the keeper. Keeper the right way, he just couldn't reach that ball. And we find ourselves 1-0 up just before half-time, a perfect time to score against the Dagenham team who absolutely destroyed the league last season. How much did they improve in the summer transfer window compared to how much we improved? Well, the fact we're winning at the moment means they may not have done as much business as I did, admittedly, signing 10 plus players. But before I signed those, I think we had 4 reserves last season, including one Zach Smith, who was always injured for the whole year. And at times, all 3 to 4 of our reserves were injured, and the other was a 40-year-old Horsal. And that's another good free kick there from Seeger. Looks like a bit of a set-piece specialist, but a good save once again by the Dagenham keeper, who, if it wasn't for the penalty, would definitely be the man in the match of this game with some of the chances he's kept out. A very 50-50 game, and the only thing separating us is the penalty so far. But we may have another chance here. Georgiou on the throw into Seeger, back to Georgiou, back to Tilson. Good ball to the back post. And Lennon Pete there. That is a beautiful ball from our left back, Georgiou. And he's having a game and a half. A goal, admittedly, just from the penalty. But that is one hell of an assist. He takes the throw, he gets the ball back. Cuts inside. Tilson plays it back to him. First time. Straight towards the back post. And Pete just too good in the air there. Winning it, putting Bath 2-0 up. And this, like I said, is the start of dreams to the season. Are we about to go our first 5 games unbeaten? It looks likely, but there still is a good chunk of time in this match for Dagenham to try and make a comeback. And that's a silly foul there, giving Georgiou another chance on a set piece. And he played that shot to Seeger. Seeger's found an opportunity. He took a deflection, it came off the woodwork, but Bath keep hold of the ball nicely. Resetting to Georgiou. To Peake, who's come inside, another deflection, but straight in to the Dagenham keeper's hands. And Bath now really ramping up as Dagenham play that short. They're going to try and build from the back still. A long ball, Tomlinson there doing what Batten would do, winning that ball in the air. That's a great ball out wide. And Young at the back post. Had a half opportunity there, a hard opportunity, albeit. But we're coming up to around the 60th minute now. Half an hour left in this game, and Dagenham find themselves 2 goals down. Bath now with a nice 2-goal cushion, but a few tired legs out there. And I will look to take some of those tired legs off. I do not want my team getting ran off the pitch. I will mainly look to rest a lot of my starting players. And that will include passed out at the back. I don't have anyone actually to replace him in my team. So he will stay in. George out for Greenslade. Luke Russ for Rowler. And the only other player here who's tired is Seeger for Kesso. And that's all 5 of my subs, which is risky. Because if I do get an injury, I will have to play on with just the 10 men. But we're going in now, coming up to the last 15 minutes. It looks like we will keep our spot at the top of the league, potentially. And I believe Woking are there 3-0 down to Rochdale. And I believe they were the ones battling us at the top at the moment. 5 games in here for Bath. And if it stays as it is, it will be 2 goals conceded in 5 games. And we will be undefeated in those 5 games. With the game we conceded 2 goals, ending 2-2. Power is now on the ball. He plays it all the way back to Casagrande. He plays it long to absolutely no one. So Dagenham get the ball back. Only 5 minutes to go. If Dagenham look to get back in this game, they need something now. But it's won by Bath, and it's over the top by Bath, and Dolling through, and he makes that 3-0 to Bath. And Dolling, on his first league start of the season, does get his goals. And that's one hell of a ball by the Botswanan DM. Warrior up to Dolling. He just takes his time, sends the keeper the wrong way, and Bath find himself 3-0 up. This will be our biggest win so far of the season, with the opening 3 games being 2-0 wins, then a 2-2 draw, and now what looks to potentially be a 3-0 win. And that's a good win in the air there. The armour back to Greenslade. Here going over the top again. Can Sweden get on the end of that? He can. Great bit of skill, and I think it's Dolin and Sweeten there playing a different kind of role for him in the attacking midfield spot with an absolutely brilliant piece of skill. Let's look at this here again. He takes it down and watch it. Boom, boom. Pass, the defender sends it the wrong way. and Dolan 2 yards out, if that, with an easy tap in, and it's a 4-0 battering of Dagenham and Redbridge. They may have won the league last season, but my summer business has put us what feels to be worlds apart at the moment. And that is an impressive display of football by Bath. The team played brilliantly. The stats say the game was actually quite 50-50, and for Dagenham having 13 shots and only 4 on target and not getting a goal for it is very poor. But for me, I am absolutely in dreamland. 5 games into this new season, unbeaten so far. And considering I was aiming to avoid relegation, we're hitting points that will mean within a few games we've already avoided relegation. Then you will see Woking have dropped all the way down to 7th, who are our opponents in 4 days' time. Their start to this... Oh, sorry. It's not Woking we have Morecambe next, sorry. They've had a very average start. This is the kind of start I imagine my team would have. A load of draws, an odd win here, an odd loss there. But we are flying in the league. And I do quickly want to go to my squad and check up 2 individual player stats so far for the season. And those 2 players will be Mitch Beardmore. 5 games so far this season, 4 goals and 2 assists. 7 goal attributes in 5 games. And the next player, remember the name, I've said it 100 times, Paco Aboki. 4 games, 3 goals, 2 assists. So he's only played 4 games but has 5 goal contributions. Absolutely unbelievable start to the season. If you did enjoy this episode, please do leave a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll catch you next time when we take on Morecambe. Goodbye.